Hi, welcome to another discussion with the shaman. Today is January 15th, dun dun dun, 23rd, 2023. It's a rainy day here in Wisconsin today, but better than snow. But I don't know, kind of gloomy too. But anyways, wanted to share some more thoughts. It's still bugging me, the birth certificate thing and how people are going to accept that and what that really means. If we are really ascending into the realm of what we were supposed to have been from birth, we were all put here for a purpose. There was a design for us, and we had to fulfill a design. And then when we were born here, we were caught in the net of the birth certificate. And now that, whatever that divinity or sovereignty was supposed to be for us, was taken away at birth when we were brought into this reality from our reincarnated before our reincarnation. That's the theory. Now, the birth certificate is an energy. It's not just a piece of paper. And that's what a lot of people, it's not paper is going to tell me, but then they get mad and then they don't listen anymore. But the piece of paper is just a piece of paper, you're right. But it represents an energy. This is a product that was created by the Dark Cabal. It had a dark energy to it on purpose, like a fishnet, that when you were born, this thing caught you. Okay, we're using a piece of paper to dignify that, but you know what? Piece of paper doesn't tell you who you are. You're born with who you are. Piece of paper changed that because it told you who the state wants you to be. It put you in an environment where it could control you. It made you their slave. You weren't even aware of it. Now, you can argue the point, I've always had freedom my entire life. Yeah, you have. I don't know. But what if? What if it is the way I'm describing it, that it's a spell. It is a dark energy spell that kept you from being who you are supposed to be. And they controlled everything within that spell about your life. And anything attached to that spell, like when your diplomas, marriage certificates, driver's license, voting registration, jobs, taxes, medical thing, everything you signed, everything, because it's all connected to your name, which connects it back to the dark energy of the certificate that the demonic state created to control you. Now, you don't have to believe in the spell thing. But what if it's true? I mean, just what if? If it's true, and if it's not true, what have you got to lose? Could you live without your identity? I mean, could any of us? Could I? I mean, I heard about the birth certificate thing a while back, but not the spiritual part, not the spiritual tie that actually has. That's a new recent development for me. So the birth certificate, I did not want to be controlled by the state. I didn't want to be property of the state, because that person who I was before, under that name, before Shaman of the Divine Light was created or identified as myself, that person didn't have a voice. The person had confidence, but every time he spoke up, he was slammed shut, boom, arrested, kept quiet. The Shaman of the Divine Light doesn't have that control. He's going to speak what his mind is, and that's what I'm doing. So to be free of it, I had actually eliminated who I was. Can any of us do that, really? Now I'm going through my library, which I'm very proud of. I have a lot of neat books. I'm very proud of what I've studied and what I've learned, and now I'm looking at it and I go, okay, that's part of my identity in the 3D world. All those books, that education. Do I keep those? I mean, I've got stuff written by people we're finding out today aren't good people. I mean, I've got autobiography of Mother Teresa, aka Dr. Fauci's father. I've got John Paul II's book, a couple of his, some cynicals that he's written. I have some other stuff, spiritual things that, from Vatican II documents, the rewriting of the Catechism of the Catholic Church. I've got an instructor's guide to that, a college guide to that. And I studied it, and I used that stuff. I've got other things that I'm looking at now and I go, do I keep any of that? I mean, it's made me the information that I have now to a point, but the information will always be with me. But do I keep the material for reference, or do I get rid of it because it's connected to the 3D? I decided I'm going to walk away from it. When I'm ready, I'm not. I'm going to take care of the books. They're I still respect the information. But when I'm ready to move on, it's not going with me. I'm going to vacate that. So far, and I'm starting to introduce myself to people who have known me for years as Shaman of the Divine Light. I want them to call me Shaman. That's who I am. And I'm going to follow this path because it seems right to me. It feels like it's right in my heart. It's a love generated. I'm comfortable with it. And see what happens. But this is not an easy choice, and I know that, and I'm not going to escape. That doesn't escape me because. But if I look back at things that I've written in the past, I've been struggling with who I was for decades. I knew I wasn't where I was supposed to be. I knew things weren't right. And no matter how much I tried, I just couldn't find that right path. I'm on that path now. Finally. All these years, I'm on that path now. Finally, after this time. But anyways, my children, I am going to let's sign off with this. This is a good message, I think. I wish you all a beautiful and glorious day. You're all marvelous, you're beautiful beings. I'm so proud to be associated with any of you. Please hit subscribe and like. Let more people, kind of find these videos. That would really help me a lot. Get the message out. Share your story. I would love to hear what you've got to say. You can get my link to my chat groups in the messages here, but you can also send me a private message here. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, pass the word, share the videos if you think somebody could benefit from it. Love to hear from you all. Again, this is the Shaman of the Divine Light. I'm just going to check off here. Remember, God loves you. I love you. And you're all glorious beings, radiant light, and shining out the darkness. Peace, brothers and sisters.